Today I'm going to show you how to make soap without any poisonous chemicals like sodium lauryl sulfate. First of all, you need to cover your work surface, as we will be using a sodium hydroxide solution which is caustic. Secondly, always wear safety gloves and goggles. This stuff burns. This is why we need a bottle of distilled vinegar. If you do happen to get the sodium hydroxide solution on your skin, pour the vinegar on the burn and it will instantly stop it. Never try to just use water, that won't work. Always work in a well-ventilated area, as the sodium hydroxide solution gives off fumes, and never have pets or children around. You're going to need 290 millilitres of distilled water, 3.95 ounces of sodium hydroxide, 800 millilitres of olive oil, and 20 millilitres of lavender oil. Always pour the sodium hydroxide crystals into the water and never the other way round, as it can explode. The sodium hydroxide solution gives off toxic fumes, so make sure you're working in a well-ventilated room and don't have pets or children with you. Stir the sodium hydroxide crystals gently with a metal spoon for a few minutes until they are dissolved. Be careful now, this is when it gets very hot. Now pour your oil into the bowl and then add the sodium hydroxide solution. Give it a little stir with a spoon. You can continue doing this with a spoon, but it's quicker with a stick blender. Place your stick blender in the mixture and begin pulsing and stirring. This is going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. Keep blending and stirring and you'll notice the solution getting thicker and change colour. Now I'm adding a natural soap dye, but you don't have to, you can just have it plain. Blend it again for a few seconds to incorporate the dye. Next I'm adding 20 millilitres of lavender oil, but you can use any fragrance oil you wish, there's hundreds to choose from, and blend it again. This can take a few minutes and you will notice your mixture is getting thicker. You're looking for drips off the stick blender to leave a trace in the mixture in the bowl. Now we need to get our silicone moulds and place them on a sturdy board so that we can move them when they're filled with the soap. I use silicone as the soap is so easy to get out when it's set. Don't use your normal cookie muffin moulds, they are cheap enough to buy on eBay or Amazon. Start filling your moulds but not right to the brim, as we need to cover them when filled. Now we've filled the silicone moulds with the soap mixture, we need to cover them with a board. We also place a towel over the top to keep it warm and help the soap set. Now's the time for the grand reveal of our soap. Be careful as it is still very soft. Place it on a wire rack and leave it to dry for at least 6 weeks. This white soap I made 3 weeks ago. It's quite firm now, but still can't use it for another 3 weeks. This blue soap I made 6 weeks ago and it's perfectly fine to use. Let's go and try it.